Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls. So, last time I promised you guys I was switching over to a new weapon. For some reason I didn't get it up to +5. I think I got bored of grinding. And there's a much easier way to grind that I prefer. So, this time we are going to approach Seddon's Fortress. Now, this place is actually like one of my favorite levels in the game. Like, the very first time I walked through it, I hated it. Now I'm actually a pretty big fan of it. Just because of like the whole, I don't want to call it atmosphere, but the feeling of it that you're really being tested here on everything. And then they introduce something new, which if you can't tell, there's a raised platform in the middle of the room. So we're going to walk around it. And then there's two guards in here. Basically, like whatever pillar you go behind, the opposite one is going to see you. So what I like to do... Oh no! That's new. I've never seen him like side jump out of the way before like that. But here's where I get to showcase off my weapon. And then two-hand it for ultimate devastation. Although I've already taken much more damage than I would have liked to at the start of Seddon's Fortress. Oh, right behind the knees. That is a terrible, terrible place to be struck. I'm also a little bit timid that I'm going to get invaded here, so just be warned, if I get invaded... I'm not going to summon anybody either, just because I plan to stay in Seddon's Fortress for a while. So if we get invaded, which we haven't been yet, we're going to stay in here, and there is something I plan to do later with summon signs anyways. But first treasure is over here. We get the Soul of a Brave Warrior. And we're going to come up, and then this is where, like, things get real. Is all of a sudden they introduce just tons of traps. There's the first one at the entrance, and now here. And then as you try to come across the bridge... Huh. There's supposed to be a man serpent here. Maybe he aggroed or something and fell. But there's supposed to be a trap there. Well, not a trap, but a man serpent. Dude. And then we have this guy who's casting lightning at us, which we've not seen before. A lot of the cloth armors do have a resistance to lightning. I love this club. And I might fall off the ledge. Nope. Almost, though. And then we'll just kick him right off. But again, here we have another button. What a lot of people like to do is you can either walk over them and just hold up your shield, and you're not going to lose that. Well, I'm losing health because this shield doesn't block 100%. But what a lot of people do is like to leave those up in case there's an invader. I generally actually try to let them stay up, but that guard looks like he's sleeping, so we're just going to leave him be. Alright, but this guy we're going to have to fight. The heck? Frickin' slip and slide here. So, cute little trick here to do is just wait for the rocks to come. Oh, really? Really? Get out of my house! Get out! Oh, that's awkward. That was supposed to knock him back a little bit more. There we go. Not too bad. Here, if you're wearing heavy armor, you're going to have a very difficult time getting up this slope. So make sure that you're at least at, like, below 50% is what I would highly encourage. But there you can see you have a little bit of time. And we're just going to open this up. That way I have it opened for when or if I need to come back this way. But we're going to wait for the next rock, which conveniently decided to kill off that guardian. I don't know what even to call them. Caster. And here we get the Ring of Steel Protection. That's going to increase our defense by like 40 points. And I'm going to save myself some time. There's an easier way to do this, but since I'm already up here, I'm going to jump off to the side here and grab probably the most favored PvP weapon of Dark Souls. It's called the Shodel, or Shodel, however you pronounce it. And I can't get down. But here we see an old friend of ours.
Oh ho! Ah, where did you come from? Splendid news, I tell you. Hmm. Hmm. Ah, so you see my plight. Yes, indeed. I've run up against a wall, or a ball, to be precise. I'm afraid I'm a bit too plump to be outrunning those things. So here I sit in quite a pickle. But who knows? Perhaps we'll have another development. Perhaps I could try some rolling. Bah, no chance. My head would spin.
So yes, he normally kills off these two man serpents. Not always are they dead, so if they're not dead in your file, you might have to kill them real fast. But simple enough. Again, if you're too heavy here, just strip off your armor. Just strip off your armor real fast, and you can make this run quite easily, even at below 50% health. It's just a matter of timing. But here again, we're going to look around our room. Nothing really to be too intimidated about. Except that when we look around the corner here, there is a trap. And if I knock on the wall... Come on, dude, where are you? I'm having the weirdest playthrough ever. Well, anyways, a thing I like to do is if you stand all the way over here on the far right, you can get those darts to pass by you. Barbarian Smash! Such a dopey attack, but so effective. Will knock anything down, no matter what their poise is. So here you can do one of two things. You can go up or down. So first of all, we're going to go down, because one of my favorite rings in the entire game is down here. Not once. But it is through that wall, so we have to wait for enough of these boulders to come down, and they're going to pile up there, making a platform for a boulder to go straight across. So in the meantime, we're going to continue on. Be wary of trap. I don't see a trap. Maybe they mean this? Ha! No? What it actually is, it's actually this treasure chest. I don't know why I'm in the mood not to just take damage today, but I'm not in the best of moods to take damage, so I'm gonna go to town on this thing. So Dark Souls introduces that it has mimics hidden throughout the game, and Sen's Fortress was the perfect opportunity. There you get the lightning spear. Sen's Fortress was the perfect opportunity that they wanted to show you that they have all these cool, clever traps in store. Now, unfortunately, there's nothing down there, which I was actually a little disappointed that you see these rocks go all the way down there and there's nothing there. But that ring I wanted is right here. The Covetous Gold Serpent Ring. So, the Covetous Gold Serpent Ring is... it just increases your item discovery. So here we have 210 because we have 10 humanity, giving us the maximum item discovery of 210. Well, here, equipping the Gold Covetous Serpent Ring, we get the maximum, the true maximum being 410. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean you're going to find an item every single time, but your chances are greatly improved. So here we're going to ride up this elevator that's covered in blood. Why is it covered in blood? Because there's a spike ceiling. I'm sorry, I love that trap way too much. Love that trap so much. So yeah, when you get on this elevator, turn around because the exit is actually behind you. And the elevator keeps going up and pushes you directly into some spikes for some not fun damage. And if you're on a low HP build or a dex build, like with cloth armor, you're going to be finding that out the hard way. So here we got, does not open from this side. Always need to be mindful of your surroundings. So first we're going to go down, and there, in the distance, you can see that sleeping guard that we passed by. Now this is not the most efficient way of doing this, so I'm actually going to show the funny thing, and then, actually, you know what? There's something else I can do in the meantime. All right, so we're gonna push this lever, which controls the direction of where the ball goes. So there we can go. See, it's going down and doing damage. Actually, gotta wait for the second ball to go. Because whenever you walk over on this path, it's gonna change the ball to coming over towards you. And there's some treasure over here that I want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. But we get a large proud soul. And then we're going to come up here to that locked door we just saw. And we get the Black Sorcerer set, as well as the Sorcery Hush. So in terms of lore of the game, that's showing that, I guess that this is supposed to be a dead sorcerer. And Black Sorcerers, specifically, were known for their stealthy assassinations and whatnot. But we're actually going to double back again onto this platform that we jumped onto. So this is the only way to get here, is from either that locked door or jumping down from there. But if we come over here, what looks like, I guess, used to be a jail cell. I don't even know. Whoever designed this place did kind of an amazing job. But here you see, this guy's actually going to keep going down, and he's going to try to get to us. Oh, crap. I didn't do the jump attack. No! Darn it. And I can't even trick him into falling down to his death. Here we're going to get the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring. That will make our footsteps silent, which is great for when you need to sneak up on enemies. And if you're wondering what's down there, we're not going to be going there yet. That's actually what I want to summon people for, because it makes that area a whole lot easier. So if you want the Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring, and you want the safest way to get down from here without, like, any type of intimidation, you're going to come over here. Now, this jump looks a little scary, but just edge your way off of it, and you won't be too far. That blade will always miss you. And we're actually all the way back at the beginning, which kind of blows. But it's a lot better than the alternative if we had jumped down. So, just got to do some backtracking. For these blades, what I like to do is I'll angle my camera down as hard as I can, or above me as hard as I can. And I will just see where the blade goes, mark the brick mentally,